swing across the state. Lipscomb football has rescheduled their Week 1 opponent due to government mandates in the metro area. Head coach Trent Dilfer made a shocking announcement that they will face powerhouse Brentwood Academy on August 21st.
Talk to us a little bit about scheduling BA. Why did you do that? Some people are saying you're crazy.
Well, I think a lot of people think I'm crazy. They've been saying that for years. I think there's a lot of things that went into it. One, we had Glencliff on our schedule. We had a full 10-game schedule that we were very comfortable with. As some teams decided to play pre-Labor Day, some teams didn't. There were some schedule adjustments to be made. I had planned, as I'm building the schedules for the next couple of years, because they're 2-year cycles, we're at the second year of a 2-year cycle, I was already talking to BA, Ensworth, Oakland, Macaulay, Baylor. I want to play the best teams in the state. So when Week 1 opened, it was a neat opportunity to reach out to Cody at BA and see what their situation was. And luckily they have a Week 1 scheduling conflict as well, so it worked out nicely. For those of I have 2 signs in my office. One says do hard things, and one says at the edge of uncomfortable is where you find greatness. Every family that sits with me in my office, every kid that sits with me in my office, every coach that sits with me in my office understands that this thing is built on being uncomfortable and doing hard things. I think it's what makes you great. I think that's how you build champions, both on the field and in life, is taking on those 2 challenges. But I think, this is also a really neat opportunity because we have the ability to go play somebody that's better than us. They are 4-time state champions. They are the standard. You go around nationally and people talk about Brentwood Academy. I've been doing the Elite 11 for 10, 11 years, and we get Brentwood Academy kids at these elite camps. People understand when you say Middle Tennessee, they say Brentwood Academy. So what Cody has done there and the coaches before him is phenomenal. I have a ton of respect for them. When I first got here, actually, Brentwood Academy probably was the friendliest school to me. Brian Lilly, their defense coordinator, is no longer there, but Brian Lilly was a guy I leaned on. Cody White was super generous with his time and coached me up on Middle Tennessee football and helped me call the right people when I had questions and introduced me to people in the football community. So I really respect them. And I learned a lot from Ingle Martin. You're dumb as a coach if you don't learn from the other best coaches. And I walked into a situation, I'm green, so I'm going to go study the 2 best coaches, and that's Cody White and Ingle Martin. And what did Ingle do last year? He went and played a monster schedule. They went and played the best of the best. And people said, oh, they're 0-4, they're not starting well, they're not the same. Well, they were when we went and played them. When we went and played them, they were hardened, and they were tough. And they had confidence because they had fought through adversity, and they were climbing a hill, and everybody else thought they were slipping down the mountain, but they weren't. They were slowly climbing, and they were getting better every single week. And those sophomores that whooped our butts, right? Those sophomores were getting their butts whooped in those first 5 games. By the time they got to us, they were ready to go. So I want to do the same thing here. Our boys need to play people better than them. Our boys, our community needs to understand that that's the big giant mountain that we got to climb. It's called Brentwood Academy. Well, let's start climbing. And let's go play them at their place. Let's be uncomfortable. Let's do hard things, because we know in the long run that's going to make us not just better players, but 20, 30, 40 years from now, think about the lessons these boys will learn because they had the courage to do hard things and be uncomfortable.
The Mustangs will head to enemy territory on August 21st at Brentwood Academy.
This has been Erica Plunkett with Mustang Media.